86% of consumers say they join a loyalty program, but only 36% do. That gap isn't a loyalty problem, it's a setup problem. And the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you the 5 hidden mistakes that are killing your signups, your second visit rate, and your margins, plus a 90-day system to fix all of them. Most owners blame the program. The program's not the problem. The setup is. Let's start with the mistake that breaks everything before a customer even joins. We're going to walk through 5 common but hidden mistakes that crush signups, second visit rate, and repeat visits in the first 90 days, starting with the one that breaks everything before a customer even joins. Mistake 1, too much signup friction. If joining your loyalty program feels like work, most people will skip it. That sounds obvious, but this is where a lot of restaurants lose the customer before the relationship even starts. They ask people to download an app, create a password, confirm an email, type through a long form, and then remember to use it later? That might sound fine sitting at a desk, but it falls apart at a busy counter when someone's ordering takeout, grabbing their bag, and trying to get out the door. No sign up means no list. No list means no follow-up. And no follow-up means no second visit rate lift because you have no owned audience to message after that first visit. You're right back to paying the new customer tax over and over, hoping the same person remembers you next week. A restaurant in the restaurant owner subreddit put it in the simplest way possible. The best loyalty setups feel like scan the QR code, your points track automatically, done. That's the bar, not polished, not fancy, just easy. So strip this down. Use a QR code. Ask for first name, phone, email, birthday, and that's it. Let the pass live in Apple Wallet or Google Wallet so there's no app required and no password to remember later. Now, the customer can join privately on their own phone instead of saying their number out loud in a crowded room. Keep the staff line short too. One sentence, something like, scan this and your VIP points start today, no app needed. Once sign-up gets simple, you run into the next problem, which is people still asking, why should I join right now? Mistake 2, no reward on sign-up. Lots of loyalty programs ask for customer information and give nothing back in the moment. So from the customer side, it feels one-sided. You want my phone, my email, my birthday, and I'm supposed to feel excited just because maybe one day I might get something? Most people won't move for that. You need to give them a reason to act now. A sign-up reward does exactly that. It turns a program from paperwork into value, and it starts a relationship with a win instead of some vague promise. This matters because momentum is everything early on. If a customer joins and feels that little bit of progress right away, the program feels real. For, let's say, an Indian restaurant, a good example is complimentary chicken tikka on sign-up when the member spends $10 or more. That's way better than saying sign up to collect points for later. And yes, wording matters. Complimentary sounds like a VIP perk. Free sounds like a coupon bin at the front counter. The spend threshold matters too because this isn't about handing out food to anyone who walks in. You tie the reward to a minimum spend so the offer supports the economics instead of breaking them. You're buying a better chance at a second visit. Now, the first 2 mistakes are about getting people in the door. The next one is a silent killer. It's why programs that look like they're working are actually bleeding customers. Mistake 3, first reward takes too long. This one kills momentum fast. A customer joins, maybe even gets a sign-up perk, and then they look at the reward ladder and see 10 visits or some giant point total to reach, or a reward that feels forever away. At that point, the program stops feeling fun and starts feeling irrelevant. People need to feel close. If the first real reward takes too long, they'll stop checking, stop thinking about it, and the program fades into the background by week 1 or 2. You want that first earned reward to hit in about 3 or 4 visits. Let's keep the math simple. Say a customer spends $40 and your margin's around 60%. One extra repeat visit already changes the numbers fast. So a reward ladder that waits forever to pay off usually costs more than it saves because that customer disappears before the habit forms. Again, for our Indian restaurant, this is where simple rewards work well. Complimentary naan with $25 spend. Complimentary samosa with $40 spent. Those feel reachable. They feel like progress. And once someone feels in motion, they'll keep going. That's the part many owners miss. By the way, if you're a restaurant owner watching this and realizing your loyalty program has one or two of these problems, drop a comment telling me which mistake you're gonna fix first. I'll read every one of them. Mistake 4, reward is only a discount. Now, once owners realize the first reward has to come sooner, a lot of them swing too far the other way and build the whole thing around straight discounts. And look, discounts are okay. This isn't me saying never run one. The problem starts when money off becomes the entire loyalty program, because then you're not teaching people repeat behavior, you're teaching people to wait for a deal. That changes the feel of the relationship fast. A loyalty program should feel like insider treatment. It should feel like I come here a lot, they take care of me, but when every message is $5 off, 10% off, 15% off, you flatten the value and turn regulars into coupon shoppers. They stop responding to the brand and start responding only to the price. A better move is to use complimentary add-ons and VIP only perks that feel generous but still fit your margins. Keep the math simple. If you run $5 off and it gets used 300 times, that's $1,500 gone. No mystery there. But think about that number for a second. $1,500 gone and you haven't built a single habit. You just train people to wait for the next deal. But if the reward is a complimentary add-on with a much lower food cost, you keep more of the sale and still create a reason to visit. Big brands already understand this. Starbucks Rewards members generate over 50% of the company's US revenue, $9.4 million per location, driven largely by a rewards program that doesn't just discount, it builds habits. You can steal that exact playbook. Starbucks built this incredible system on habit, progress, convenience, and rewards that keep people engaged. Restaurant owners like yourself can do the same thing without a huge budget. You just need rewards that feel special and make sense for your menu. And if you're worried about customers gaming the system, look at the visit itself. If that offer brought in a trip that would not have happened otherwise, that's incremental cash flow. But even a smart reward setup still dies if nobody hears from you after they join. Mistake 5, not enough offers sent. The last mistake is the one I see most often, and honestly, it's the one that frustrates me most because it's the easiest to fix. The owner launches the program, gets a few signups, maybe sends a welcome message, and then goes silent for 2 or 3 weeks. At that point, the loyalty card's sitting in the customer's phone doing nothing, and the restaurant slips out of mind right when dinner decisions are being made. Loyalty isn't the card. Loyalty is the follow-up. People forget fast, even if they like your food. So if you're not sending regular offers, reminders, or nudges, your program is basically parked. One solid weekly message is enough for most restaurants. You don't need to hammer people. You just need to stay present. A simple structure works well here. Specific trigger, VIP only value, deadline, simple call to action. So maybe Monday afternoon you send VIP update, complimentary naan with $25 spend, valid through Wednesday, see you soon. That's it. Clear, short, easy to act on. You can also use bonus points on a slow weekday instead of blasting discounts to everybody. That helps you shape demand without sounding cheap. And this is where your second visit rate matters again. If your message aren't pulling people back inside within 14 to 30 days, the program isn't doing its job yet. This also gets you out of rented attention. Instead of paying that new customer tax every week on ads and praying strangers come back, you're building an owned list you can reach directly. That's the part that compounds. Restaurants that send at least one targeted offer per week see a 20 to 30% higher second visit rate in the first 90 days compared to restaurants that just set up the program and go silent. One message a week keeps your restaurant in the running before the customer opens Seamless or starts scrolling for somewhere else to eat. Once these 5 mistakes are fixed, the program stops acting like dead weight and starts working like the repeat visit system it was designed to be. So let's make this practical. Over the next 7 days, do 3 things. 1, strip your sign up down to a QR code, first name, phone, email, birthday. That's it. Super simple to do using the Lil Todd app. 2, add a sign up reward that triggers immediately with a minimum spend. 3, schedule 1 message per week using the format we used previously. Specific trigger, VIP only value, deadline, call to action. The numbers to watch are simple: signups, second visit rate, and 30-day visit frequency. That's enough to tell you if the engine is starting to work. The real payoff comes from running it the same way for at least 90 days. And if you're not subscribed yet to the channel, this is the kind of breakdown I do every week. Real strategies, no fluff, built for restaurant owners who want repeat customers without blowing their margin. And just real quick, as a business owner, you know that running a business isn't easy. You have the actual product or service you sell, you have to keep your own training or products up to date, and then there's a whole marketing part of it. Truth is, there are a lot of different ways, tactics, and strategies to get more customers to your business. But if you want more repeat customers and more sales without complicated tools or spending a ton of money each month, a digital loyalty program is one of the easiest, fastest, and most affordable strategies to make that happen in your business. And because you're watching this video, I've got something that I'd like to give to you. I created a free playbook called 5 Loyalty Strategies to Generate Cash Flow Fast. Inside, you'll find 5 simple loyalty campaigns you can set up and launch right away. Each campaign is simple to understand and create, no big budget required, and your customers are gonna love them. Just simple, practical loyalty ideas that can start bringing in more cash flow within just a few days. These are the same types of campaigns local businesses use to get more customers coming back more often and spending more each visit. You could sign up for the Lealtad app to create these loyalty programs, but you could also use tools you may already have. I just wanted to give you something to help you get more creative juices flowing and start getting more sales to your business. If that sounds helpful, grab the free playbook now. You can find the link in the description below. Download it, pick one strategy, and put it to work today. Fixing these 5 common but hidden loyalty program mistakes turn a weak loyalty program into something people actually join, notice, and use. I beg of you, do not sit on this. Take a few minutes and audit your setup today. If you find any holes, apply one of the fixes we touched upon. Now, once you have those 5 mistakes addressed, the next step is optimizing the whole thing. And you can find a simple 10-minute fix to do just that by watching this next video right over here.